All right, so grade fours, today is Friday, June the 5th already. We are on probably our last unit in math that we will finish before the end of the year. Maybe a little bit of review before the end of the year, but probably our last unit we'll get through. So you need this booklet out. It should say chapter 9 and 10 on it, and it's decimals, adding and subtracting fractions. So not too hard of a unit on this one at all. Some stuff we've done previous to, and you'll be able to add on to some of the knowledge you already have. So going forward, I've numbered my pages again, 1, 2, 3, all in order. So when I assign you page 1, 2, 3, it's just following the sequence of the book, okay? So when we look at decimals and fractions, we know on this place value sort of number line, we learned about ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. This year we went up to 10,000s. You've been learning about that since the 2nd grade. Okay, my cat is moving underneath my table right there, and she might knock my camera over. Go kitty. Ah, oh good, it didn't fall over. Okay, so ones, tens, and hundreds on this side of the decimal are the tenths and the hundredths. So remember, if you have one whole chocolate bar on this side, a tenth is a part of the whole, so a part of the chocolate bar. If I broke that chocolate bar down into 100 tiny little pieces, the pieces get tinier and tinier as I move this way. Okay, you will learn about thousandths into grade 5 and grade 6. So for today's lesson, you are changing decimals to fractions. That's all. So if I gave you a decimal, like let's say I put a 2 here, I would read this as decimal 2. Okay, I'm going to put it here. If I had to read that as a fraction, changing this decimal to a fraction, I would just say it's 2 tenths. And I write it just like that. You can put a slash to the side of it, depending on how much room you have on your paper, or that way, 2/10. That's it. That's all you're doing for the first 3 pages on here. So if you open up to page 1 on here, the first one before says 0.5. The 0 in front of the decimal is just a placeholder. If I put a 0 here, or I don't put a 0 here, it's the same thing, okay? It still says 2 tenths. It doesn't say anything different if there is a 0 in front of it. So you can use the zeros in front or not. So the first one, it says to convert 0.5 into a fraction. So all you're going to do is take your pen and you are going to write 5/10, just like that. So it becomes 5 tenths. So decimal 5, decimal 2 reads as 2 tenths, decimal 5 reads as 5 tenths. The next one is decimal 4/5. Okay, so now I'm moving into the hundredths. So all I'm going to do is put it over 100, because there are 2 place value holders there. Okay, so I hope that helps. That's really how simple it is. You're gonna start going through it and going, this is really easy. It should be easier because we've done some of these already in fractions. So page 1, page 2, and page 3 are all the same, and they won't take you very long to do it all. And then I will give you the corrections for them on Monday. All right, thanks, grade fours.